Hey, it's a new day and welcome back to my channel. So I just made myself a little afternoon, think like a root beer cream soda, but it's a Coke. I think they call them a dirty Coke, and boy, it is so tropical and like so nice to drink in the middle of the winter. Speaking of the middle of winter, I thought you guys might enjoy having a little green content on your screen. And today and tomorrow, Josh and I are actually going to be turning our sun porch into a little oasis. We've been wanting to do this for a long time. It just hasn't happened. Nothing like a baby on the way to make something happen. So our sun porch is probably one of the most unique spaces in our home. I'm not sure when it was built, but she sure has a lot of personality, and I have been able to find no inspiration on Pinterest. Normally here's where I show you the feel I'm going for and just kind of like my inspiration. Now I do know in my head what I want to do, but there's nothing like it on Pinterest anywhere because there's no rooms like this anywhere. If people have a sun porch like this, it's painted white, and I'm not doing that. I'm gonna keep it wood. So picture the exact opposite of like a man's cigar lounge. This is gonna be like my place to sit and do my devotions in the morning. We love this in the winter time. In the summer it doesn't get used as much, but Josh likes to go out here and do book work sometimes just to give them a little separation from the rest of the house. Okay, as you can see, there are doors that open up from our kitchen that we never use, so we're actually taking them off. They're really never shut. It's just extra glass to clean. And then here we have we plopped our old patio furniture in here, and it's really looking the worst for wear. The coffee table is all scratched up. Can't really see it, but yeah, it's really destroyed. And my sister, when she came to help me the one week, I told her to wash the covers for the cushions, and then she washed them and put them in the dryer, and they completely shrunk. So we have no cushions for these chairs. So as you can see, there's just pillows piled out here. We have a high chair that we just kind of pushed in here for now. And the plant situation is a whole thing as well. Our ferns are so beautiful here in the winter, and then in the summer, I put them outside on the porch, and they just love it. They're like 3 or 4 years old now, and they have been thriving. But I can't say the same for all my other plants. I'm gonna have to look at these all, repot a bunch, figure out what's going on. These are gonna go back out to our patio again as soon as it's summertime. And sadly over here we have a very large casualty. Thankfully I didn't pay anything for it. We had a brand that wanted to send us a plant, and I'm glad we decided not to shout them out or anything because it came damaged, and I was like, this thing is not gonna last. And sure enough, as you can see, completely dead. It came with like a fungus on it, and I just want to get this thrown out, so that's gonna happen. Flooring's gonna get ripped up, and honestly I like my rug. Josh thought maybe we want to get a new one. I was like, no, I like my rug. I'm gonna keep it. It is an indoor outdoor rug, but we are gonna get rid of the disgusting carpet, and I want to have like a one hotel type feel with the concrete floors, so we'll see if that works out. I have plants all along the windowsills in here, but my favorite plant for sure is this one back here. She is so bright and neon green. I think it's a pothos of some kind, and wow, so pretty. As you can see, I have a plant here in my kitchen, and it needs to be propagated. This long tendril needs to go. So yes, well, I never considered myself a bona fide plant lady until we moved to this house. I've been really enjoying having this space to kind of tinker around, and there have been casualties, there have been learning lessons, but this is just a room we appreciate so much in the winter time, and I'm so excited to decorate this because it's like going where no man has gone before. There's no expectations. I can do whatever I want with it, so stick around to the end to see the final reveal. I'm really excited. And Cheetah Living is supposed to be delivering me a sofa here just a little bit. They called and said they'll be here in like 30 minutes. So the boys are all excited to go out and watch the big truck come with the big box. They kindly sent me a chair for the nursery, and I saw this sofa on there, and I would probably never buy a white sofa, but they offered to send it to me, and I was like, it is so cute, please send it over. So I'm very excited to see what it looks like once it's unboxed. You have to go on Cheetah Living's website if you're looking for furniture. They have some really cute options right now, but they should be here any minute. And then I want to take inventory of my plants, make a non-grocery list, but a plant list. I don't know, we're gonna go to the greenhouse and stock up on a few things that I need to get this project going. Okay, I think you are looking at all of my plants here assembled together, except for this one. I just left it because it's close enough. And I had to shout out my gorgeous paddle plant. Oh my goodness, it is like my favorite plant. It's so pretty. But what do I do with it? Because look, it grew out of the pot and just came over and followed the sunlight. It's so pretty though. I feel like I have to keep it until it accidentally breaks off. So if it survives this room makeover, I guess it's meant to be. Look, it's still shooting up new little babies in there. So cute. But I think I counted 33 living plants, and then I have like 7 different pots that are either full of dead plants or just dirt. So I'm gonna look what the greenhouse has. I know they have usually a houseplant sale in the winter. We'll see what they have, but I'm not planning on buying any more plants, just getting some potting soil, some plant food, some stones for more drainage, because I think that's why some of these died. They didn't have very good drainage. So I'll get some stones for that. I was thinking about just using the ones we have out here, but if they have it for a reasonable price, I will buy it. This wasn't the smartest move to move everything into here. While I love seeing everything at once, Josh wants to do the floor tomorrow, so that means everything has to get moved somewhere. I think tomorrow's actually a decently warm day, so I can probably just move it all outside. It shouldn't shock things too much. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna frostbite them or anything in the couple hours they're outside during the day. But also I realized I let my kids play with my trowel and my garden gloves, and I can't find any of them. So I'm gonna have to pick up that as well. So I have to run for a few groceries, and then we'll go to the greenhouse and see what they have. Never seen the likes. Have you, Fletcher? It looks like it's painted on. A cane begonia, 35 bucks. Wow. I'm not gonna buy it, but it is cute. Like every home remodeling project, you start with the clear out. And so later that evening when Josh was home, we started by taking off the doors so they weren't in the way as we were working. I just love how Fletcher takes an interest in Josh's work. And with Josh doing projects at home, Fletcher gets to be a lot more hands-on. And I was also very glad that Josh was home a little earlier this day so he could help me clear everything out. I didn't have to do any heavy lifting or anything like that, which would probably not be a great idea at this stage of the game anyway. But I helped move all the plants out, and our kitchen looked like a jungle for the next 2 days. There was just plants everywhere, but it was kind of fun. The ferns definitely made a ton of dirt. They just drop a lot even when they're healthy. But we got all the plants cleared out, and then it was time to pick up the flooring because we were going to expose the raw concrete that was already there. And we threw out the bottom carpet that was just flopped in, but you're gonna see our rug again here in just a bit. And let me tell you, pressure washers work miracles. This plant in the corner was trailing down onto the floor, and rather than having Josh working around it, I decided to trim it off a little bit and propagate some of the leaves to see if we could start some new baby plants. I think this is called a neon pothos. Cheetah Living worked with us on this project, and I was so thrilled when they reached out and offered to deliver us a rocking chair, and they also asked if we'd like one of their sofas. And honestly, it was so darling I could not say no, and it turned out to be a great decision. But working with Cheetah was a straightforward and very easy experience. One thing I really liked about it was that things came mostly assembled, which is really nice. Josh didn't have to put a bunch of little things together, although that does make it a little bit heavier moving things around because it's in bigger pieces. It definitely made things a lot faster and easier overall. If Cheetah makes stylish and comfortable furniture that really works for anybody on any budget. I love also how they have a really diverse range of styles from farmhouse to contemporary. We were able to find some really nice pieces for our 2 projects. One of the pieces we got was a Tracy recliner for our nursery, and it's a power swivel glider recliner. So it has all the bells and whistles, and it's super comfortable and wipeable as well. The cushions are really soft and plush, and it has a neck support pillow as well. And I just like how you can recline, you can swivel, you can glide, you can do all the things, and it fits so perfectly in our space. It really is pretty. And then our Julene cane sofa is just the sofa of dreams. I don't think I would have had the guts to buy it myself just because of the light color, but honestly, it's working out really well. It's a wipeable fabric, and I love the mix of rattan and solid wood on this piece. It looks so beautiful, and I just smile every morning when I come out here and have my devotions or whatever. It's so beautiful. The fabric actually looks kind of linen-like with variegated yarns, and it has a hint of a shine because there's some chenille in it, if you know anything about fabric composition. And another way that we're going to get a lot of use out of this is because the back and the seat cushions are reversible. And they also have zippers, and the covers are machine washable. And right now they've given me some really good discounts. You can get 20% off of the sofa with the code Megan20 and 15% off of the recliner with Megan15. I'll put all the information down below in the description box so you can find it really easily. Honestly, I think everyone needs to check out Cheetah when you are shopping for your next project, because I know how it is. You're always searching and looking and trying to find that perfect piece, and Cheetah might just be the place for that. And again, I will put both of those discount codes down below. Use my link and those codes, and that's gonna get you a great discount on your pieces. So it's the next morning. We're already started on project. Josh rented some equipment here, but you can tell this is uncharted territory. Like, it's not something we're used to. We've done lots of renovations, but a sun porch, neither of us are used to it. You saw how last night I went and put all the plants in here, only to realize, duh, now Josh is gonna have to move them all again when he does the flooring. So we did that last night, moved everything into the kitchen and the living room. It's quite a jungle. You think it's too cold to put the stuff outside, I guess, because yeah, it was a really cool day, so I don't think we're gonna...
35 degrees.
Yeah, I don't want to shock the plants. I was like, they won't freeze, but will they be like shocked? I don't know. Anyway, and then Josh took the doors off because obviously we don't want the doors anymore, like I explained, and they would just get in the way while he's working, so he took them off, and then like an hour later we realized, wait a second, you're gonna be standing concrete for like hours and hours, and the concrete's gonna get all through the kitchen. So what did you do?
Put the doors back on.
Right back on again. So the doors are back on, so we can shut the door and keep the noise and the dust out here.
And
so,
the boys out of the dirt.
Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, we're making mistakes along the way, but hopefully nothing's like, it's just a waste of time, not like a waste of money or anything crazy like that. But let me show you the floors quick before Josh gets started. They're very dull. They're actually the ugliest concrete I think I've ever seen. I like the brownish gray color, but I don't know, what's all over this, Josh? What's splattered?
I don't know what that is.
Were they like doing glue or something?
It looks like they were doing, I bet it looks like they were staining out here. Like staining trim. Because there's nothing painted in here, but yet right there's paint now. My guess is they were painting trim and stuff out here.
Using it kind of like a garage, yeah. So we're gonna see how we can clean it up. Here's the before, and yeah, what's gonna happen with this crack? It'll just be covered by the rug, I guess, for now.
Yeah, I mean, I could patch it, but it's not worth, I don't think it's worth messing with.
Yeah, okay.
Because if I patch it, then the patch gotta dry, and I gotta grind it again. So it's like...
Yeah, he's running this grinder per hour, I think, or what, half day?
Yeah, there's a couple different rates, but yeah, I don't really feel like keeping it for a couple days.
Yeah.
It's fine.
For what this room is,
yeah. Character.
It's the one hotel. No. Honestly, this was such a fun morning. I think it was like a random Tuesday that Josh was able to be home for the day and working on our project, and it was so fun to work alongside each other. I was in the kitchen repotting plants and just going through everything. Funny thing, when we went to the greenhouse, I only bought a bag of potting soil and a new trowel. Everything else, I was like, I can get that from home, you know? You can just make do, and I just didn't feel like spending the money. Nothing was on sale, and I asked them about their indoor houseplant sale, and they said they don't actually have one. They just like to promote their houseplants in the winter. So good to know things aren't actually on sale. It's just they're pushing their product a little more when people are looking for indoor plants in the middle of the winter to kind of add some greenery to that winter grayness, you know. The boys, I sent them outside to get some stones because we have them in our driveway. They're free, they work, why not? The stones they had there were not cheap at all and very decorative, and I'm like, they don't need to look pretty. They're gonna be in the bottom of a pot covered in dirt. So we're just gonna use this crushed limestone, whatever it is, and they had a lot of fun digging around for the stone, and it gave them something to do while me and Josh were being productive. Does anybody know anything about pilea plants? Here is mine. Sometimes they get confused with the Chinese money plant, but as you can see here, it grew out the side. It was obviously reaching for light, and so it just did not work. I decided to strip the whole plant off and try to propagate the stems. I'm not hopeful because I think I tried this before and they did not take root. So I did Google it and try to see how to take care of it. And I don't know, we'll see. I figured it can't hurt to change the water out every week and to just see if any roots decide to be brave enough to grow. we shall see. And I had a box of Miracle Grow flying around that my mom actually gave us at Christmas time, so I added a very small amount. I didn't want to overfeed the plants with it being winter time, and they're, you know, a little bit more dormant in the winter, but I did want to give them something since some of them were not looking super healthy. And that's kind of the advice I got at the greenhouse too. They seem to think that it wouldn't hurt to give them a little something, maybe a little extra boost. Clearly I'm dressed only for filming, but I wanted to come out here and show you the area rug. I'm not buying a new one. I love this one. Like, I would buy the same thing all over again. It's a perfect size, and it's like an indoor-outdoor fake jute rug. But as you can see, it's had some wear and tear on it. So Josh is going to try to take the pressure washer in the 35-degree weather here and see what he can do with this. Here he comes, and as you can see, yeah, there's a stain. Here's a stain. I'm showing it to you so we can see how, well, this is just like general traffic from going in and out of the door. I'm guessing this is right where the door was from the patio. You're gonna watch Daddy Miller. What's he gonna do? He's gonna spray it. And I think we're gonna use this Branch Basics Oxygen Boost because it says it whitens and brightens, removes stains and odors, which is all good things when it comes to this rug. So yeah, I will let you guys see the results after. Oh goodness, this footage pains me just to even watch it. I mean, you'll see, the project did work out, but it was not without its bumps in the road. Poor Josh here was pouring in the different things you needed to make the coating, like the epoxy, and it got so full he couldn't really stir it. So he's like, you know, I would kind of think the same way as he did here and think, oh, well, it'll mix as I'm putting it onto the floor, right? Well, that's not how it worked. And so the first whole section got very tacky and never cured. Here I'm watching him put it on and I'm just like, oh no, oh no. Eventually it did mix in and the flooring got really nice, but that first like strip of 3 feet was very tacky and he ended up having to try to chip it off and start over again. So if you happen to be trying a project like this at home, it's not hard, you just can't skip that step of mixing everything. And he didn't need near all of this epoxy, he should have just mixed half of it and half of it in this little bin and stirred it up, but oh my. You live and you learn, I guess, and that's why Josh is like, this is why I don't like doing things, I don't know what I'm doing, you know? You just kind of have to learn, and sometimes things work out, and sometimes they don't. But I was really impressed. After step 1 was done, we had a very shiny floor. Okay, it has been 24 hours since Josh did this flooring. Hey, look how shiny it is. It's so glassy. Like, I could never carry trays of food back and forth. I would just like completely wipe out. So Josh said he wants to sand it down anyway to get rid of the, like the bubbly finish that's on it. And to make it less glossy and shiny, and also so that we're not falling on our faces. If you're barefoot, I'm sure you'd be fine, but stockings or socks on this stuff is not gonna work. And Josh just told me some very discouraging news.
I mean, it's not discouraging, but it would have cost the same to put in vinyl planking. I mean, it would have been a good, decent grade of vinyl planking.
I thought we were doing this flooring for pretty much free. But he said to me, rented the sander and got the, epoxy?
Yeah, or it's a sealer.
But then,
it's a sealer that won't yellow in the sunlight.
But then what about the labor? The labor's irrelevant because you would have had to do it.
But I'm saying either way, it would have cost me about the same to put in vinyl plank flooring. But this is way cooler.
Oh wait, yeah. I did not want wood. Like we have so much wood. I did not need a wood look on the floor yet too. So no, I don't regret it at all. But here I thought this is like a great, simple, quick solution. We're making use of what we have, but it wasn't as cheap as I was envisioning.
Rio, what do you think of the snow?
It's a mark.
Yeah.
No.
It's the snow.
No, this is from the snow.
I want to give you a little commentary in here. These books are actually from the library. I checked them out for inspiration, but also they make such cute decor. I'm gonna be sad when I have to give them back. Also, Josh has a heater set up in here just to keep things a little bit warm as the flooring completely cures. All the pillows and the throws, everything I harvested from my home. They're things I had in the closet or in a different room. And I think all the pink blush tones go really nicely. In the summer, our big potted plants will go back outside, so it'll be a little more minimal over the summertime, but we won't need to use this space as much in the summer. Again, a moment for the carpets. They came out so clean, this area rug. Now I just want to buy all indoor-outdoor rugs. The ferns I'll put on the front porch in the spring, and so they'll be out of here as well. So we'll still have one tree in here over on this corner, but everything large will go outside. Oh, and this tree will stay too. We did not do anything with the ceiling fan. I decided just to leave it. I didn't feel like spending the money, and it works. I mean, it's not a focal point. It's not pretty. I don't love it at all, but we're not gonna change it out. And the little pole is a hummingbird. I don't know if you can see that, which is not my taste necessarily, but I feel like it's a nod of respect to the previous homeowner. She passed away from cancer, sadly, and so it's just kind of like homage to her. I think of her when I see it, and her widower husband who lives down the road. And the brick we did not touch. I like our brick. I know it's not like in style, but I think it's pretty. It's not bright orange or like a weird dark, blackish color or anything. I like it. I really do. And it's on our fireplace as well. So I'm glad we kept that. And the floors just kind of go away. You don't really think about them. Here's that giant crack that was running down through. It's still there, but you don't think about it. The room still looks super pretty. So yeah, I think it's safe to say I definitely do not regret not painting this white like so many other sun porches online. Oh my goodness. This room makes me so happy, and it didn't even take much. Like, Josh did the floors and we put in furniture, and here we are. Why am I so orange? I guess it's just like the warm glow. Guys, look at it snowing out there. I could not have planned this video with any better timing. My goodness. Anyway, I have a little dirty hot chocolate here I'm gonna sit and drink. Here, I have my little bullet journaling set I got at the beginning of this year, and I'll have to show you some pages once I'm done. I'm right now currently working on verses to pray over your home. So I'm gonna work on that and just sit out here with my mocha. I just made a hot chocolate and then I put half a shot of espresso in. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey. It's been quite the journey, and it really didn't take a lot. I mean, the plants I've collected over the last 4 years, but anyway, I hope this inspired you, or at least gave you some greenery to see in front of your face. I know it's not a room that a lot of you guys have to decorate. I'm really excited to take better care of my plants now that I gave them some tender loving care. My paddle plant over here looks like it's been overwatered. Its leaves are like tunneling down, so I will try to make note of that. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be more casualties and learning situations over the years, but I am excited to learn and keep adding to my little plant collection. Can I still say little? Actually, you can look on YouTube. There's some crazy plant leaves out there. 35. I think we're down to like 30 now because I combined some and some things like that. But anyway, I am going to enjoy my cozy afternoon a little bit here. Josh should be sitting here with me too. He's the real hero of this whole thing. He did the flooring and all that. And I think your guys' takeaway needs to be to power wash your indoor outdoor rugs because they will look like brand new again. I'm just thrilled. Anyway, thank you so much to Cheetah Living for giving us this sofa. It is the most comfy, loungy sofa you can imagine. It's like a longer in the lap area, so guys would probably like it just for sitting, but for me, I just love this loungy feel. It's so cozy. We'll see how long we can keep it clean. And yeah, we're already loving our rocking chair. I can't wait to use it more. So yeah, definitely check out Cheetah down below if you're looking for any new furniture for your space. And I will see you on my next one. Bye everyone.